Hey, hey, man, people be mad, man, because I don't respond to them. You know what I mean? Some
Right.
people don't deserve a response from me. You know, because them speaking speaks volumes of their ignorance.
Right.
So some people I don't respond to because they do enough responding to make themselves look stupid.
Right.
But I get them later on though.
Right.
Oh wait. Why your thing? Oh, I don't have you as a friend, man.
Huh?
You ain't got me as a friend.
I
Fat boy,
thought you was my friend.
no, Fat Boy Style Barbecue and Catering. Ain't that
No,
ain't that your ain't that your page?
that's me right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your page, right? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me
Yeah,
look.
that's me.
Let me look at the message. Man, what's going on? Man, my phone, man, been acting crazy. Let me look under here real quick. Yeah, man, you mean to tell me I ain't been your friend all this time, man?
Man, and you know what? I'm friends with you on your 34th district page, I think. I ain't for
Oh,
sure.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I am, because I get all type of alerts when you put stuff up.
Oh,
Can you hear me, Art?
huh? Yeah, I got you.
I can't hear you, man.
You can't hear me now?
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go back out and come back in. Because I can't hear you. Somebody called my phone. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. Man.
Oh, all right.
Go. Hold on.
They might come back
Hey,
in.
log off there. Then hit the guest back. Go back in the same way you just did.
All right. Hold on. Let me find out. Leave studio.
Hold on a second, y'all. I'm waiting on Art to jump back on. What's up, George? I had Art on here. He got to jump back on. I'm waiting for him to jump back on. There we go.
Now?
There we go, Art. There we go.
Yep. All right,
it's man. All good, baby.
Hey, is this the same one? Do I have to share this with you?
We are the same one.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
All right.
We lost a couple people. We can sign one.
Oh, okay then.
Yo, this Flint After Dark. We got Arthur Woodson on here. He's the candidate for the 34th district state representative seat. I see your campaign say you someone who will fight for clean water, the senior citizen, the veterans in school. By saying all that, I see you for the people. I see you for the people, brother.
Oh yeah.
So
gotta be. I've been that way for the past 6 years, 8 years now. You have people running around here, man, trying to discredit me, attacking the character, do all different types of things, but they can't prevail in that. It's sad. It's really sad.
Hey Art, yeah. You know what they say? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So you know what I'm saying?
So we've been doing great out here. Good response from the people. Everybody telling me that I'm looking good. So today I've been seeing, last night was unfortunate. And I've been speaking out for the longest. So I touched on it, and I don't care what anybody say. The buck stops with the mayor. Period, point blank. It stops with the mayor. And he rolled around.
I totally agree with you. That was one of my questions that I was gonna ask you, so we can get right to that. I totally agree with you. It starts with leadership. That's what I was gonna ask you. The question was, what is your view on the latest outbreak of violence? And what do you think Flint needs to do? Do you think the mayor's office should step up on this matter? That's what my question was. So.
All right, so let's start. Let's take it from 1994, right? President Bill Clinton and the Congressional caucus passed a law for that incarcerated over 1 million Black young men. All right. You don't want, and it was during the crack epidemic. You don't want the police to come in and start just going, just enforcing everything or violating our constitutional rights. You don't want that. It starts with us, parents. That's number one. It starts with parents. The city already has an ordinance on the books. 17 years old and younger. Look at what happened last night. It was two people, I know one for sure, female, 15 years old. If that 17 years or younger was in effect, curfew was in effect, right. Two other people wouldn't have been injured last night. That's number one. Number two, I have to put teeth in it. If the parents, we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. Because if you look at it, when this virus broke out, they was giving out free hotspots, computers, and laptops and everything to the kids. Flint, only 25% of Flint has access, kids have access to the internet. I went to DCM and only half of the kids' parents have picked up their computers. The parents are not active in the kids' life. So that's where we have to start at. And then after we implement that, after we get that under control, right, we go to the corner stores. We go to the corner stores. Because I've been watching this one corner store on the corner of Pasadena and Fleming. I don't have anything against them, but you come into the community, you make the money in the community, but you don't put any money back into the community. Right. Nor do you keep your property clean. The property has looked like, disgraceful in the community for over 5 days now. And they have not cleaned it up. It's not our job to go up there and clean up their parking lots. They have to be held accountable. Also, no loitering, no unlawful things going on. None of that.
Not to cut you off, but did you see Paradise parking lot the other morning?
That's what I'm talking about.
Pasadena? Huh?
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. See, let me say something right quick, Art. See what they doing, man. The Arabs, they don't really care, man, because they use their corner stores like, I'm gonna give you an example, like they dope house. You know what I'm saying? They sell their products out of there, then they go back to Dearborn Heights and Grand Blanc or wherever you have it, and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They keep their property taxes up or whatever they do, and they use that like they spot, man. So they really don't care. Either way, you know what I'm saying? They don't care if they clean it up or they don't, man. As long as we patronize. You know what I mean?
Right.
As long, you know what I'm saying? As long as we patronize, that's all. Like I said, they use it like their personal drug house. You know what I'm saying? You know how like the guy got a spot, then he got a nice apartment in Grand Blanc. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? All right, he don't care. As long as he's selling that whatever out that house, he don't care if the grass 30 foot tall. He don't care because he gonna go back to his nice apartment in Grand Blanc that night.
Yep.
Got to get through slinging that poison. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what it is, Art. They don't care, man.
And that's the number one thing. I mean, not the number one, but that's where we start breaking everything down. You know, if you go over to Fenton, Grand Blanc, Swartz Creek, Flint Township, any of these outside cities,
Clio, Davidson,
you don't see their corner stores open until 2 in the morning. You don't see theirs open until 2 in the morning, just over here in Flint. Then all over.
You be lucky if you catch that joke at 11 o'clock. They probably close at 11, you know?
Right. You know so why not close the ones here at 12 o'clock?
There you go.
These are some of the things that the city can implement right now.
That starts with the mayor's office.
Right. And this ain't pointing fingers. In order for me to say this, I got to say the mayor. The mayor can do this. And, you know, it's sad when, since the virus, all we keep hearing is task force, task force, task force, task force. Come on, let's make things happen. Let's do the work. Let's work together and do the things right. That's all it takes. But people here in Flint They've been doing it for so long to where, you know, it's me against this, or me against this person, or me against this group. That's how they've been doing it for over the years. And if you're not in that circle, we have so many people here in the city of Flint that's talented, professional, educated, experienced, but they never get the job because they're not inside that circle, and they're not going to kiss anybody's butt, and they're not bootlickers, and they're here for the people, and they're not here for self, so they can't be brought along or brought in to help Flint move forward because they want somebody that's going to lick their boots or a yes person, and that's not happening these days.
They want, hey, Art, they want a brown nose.
Right. Yeah, that's what it is. And see, that's what I'm not. And that's why you see a lot of people trying to attack my character. People that have been around me for a couple of years. You know, first they was with me, now they're against me. You know, because I don't conform to what they believe, or I don't. You know, I'm gonna give you this, right? I wasn't a fan of Mayor Neely's, right?
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of his.
Okay.
You had Tanya Burns, Harletta Martin, and like 3-4 other people come to me and say, "Art, you need to support Sheldon Neely." I said, "Listen, I don't care too much for Sheldon Neely as far as supporting him because he tells you one thing and does another." I even sent him a text message in April of 2019. It was James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? I sent him that. The mayor and those individuals got mad because I spoke out on him back in February because he didn't collect all the samples for the water crisis.
Right.
So I said it wasn't right for me to speak out against Mayor Weaver when she violated the Safe Water Drinking Act under the LCR. I spoke out against her back in August. It wouldn't be right for me not to speak out and let the public know that you failed the same, or you got violated for the same thing while you in.
Right.
So when I did that, all the people that supported me, that I brought in with me to help, get him in office, they going against me now. All right. One person, I even got one of the individuals, I even got her a job.
Okay.
Got her a job, right? She stole my money. She stole my money while I was running for mayor doing a recall.
Right.
She stole my money. I ain't even pressed the issue, but they fabricate lies trying to destroy because they know that I'm in a good position to win this 34th district state rep.
Right.
I even, personally apologized to Mayor Weaver. I personally apologized to Christopher Martin because the thing here is we said things, we all said things, we done things. Let's forget about that back there. That's done. Let's move forward. What is it that we can do to move the city of Flint forward together? You don't have to like me. I don't have to sit down and eat breakfast and dinner with you, but it's something that you're working on that I might agree on, and both of us, work on it together, and we move the city forward.
Right. All right. Let's move on, brother. My first question to you is, why should the people elect you, and what makes you different from any other candidate?
The people should elect me because I'm a hard fighting person. I'm a veteran. I believe in fighting for the people. I don't believe in, I'm unbought and unbossed. And what separates me from all the rest is that I have been working with Congress down in DC. I helped get the Veterans Court in nationwide. I've been working with MDEQ, MDHHS, EPA, CDC, ATSDR. I mean, I've been working with a whole host of different people on the water crisis. What separates me is that I can go down and I know where to look for the money. I know where to look for all the programs. I don't need legislation right up front to say, hey, you know what? I got to work with these people in order to get legislation passed. It's already legislation passed to work with to have, I think it's like $85 million still left, but ain't nobody spoke about it. That was the last time I heard. $85 million. This was after the election. $85 million. So I'm able to go down there and talk to all of them, and say, hey, listen, this is what we need. We need the poverty level moved up because it's like at 212 right now, 250. We need that moved up because everybody in the city of Flint was poisoned. Everybody. I don't care if the person makes $1 million. You did it. You did it. The state did it. We had representatives. Our representatives were our lawyers. We shouldn't have to need lawyers to go down and tell the state who poisoned us that, hey, you got to pay the people in the city of Flint. You poison kids, you poison adults, you got to pay them. Why we need lawyers to go down there and take over half of what the state is going to give us, where those lawyers going to turn around and contribute to the politicians' campaign? We don't need, we have representatives, we have mayors, we have council, we have state senators. We had all these people that supposed to stood up for us. That's where I stand out from the rest. I can sit back and tell you, just like now, I was watching where they was working on HB 5912 down in legislation, down state capitol, down in Lansing. It's for the count day, where the Republicans want 75% of the kids back in school in order for the kids to receive funding, or for the school district to receive funding. That's what sets me off from the rest of the group.
Right.
But no, that's what separates me from everybody else.
Okay, brother. If elected, what laws will you modify or update, and will you serve on a research committee with this legislative branch?
Man, it's I serve on any of them because I'm gonna make all of them fit to where it benefits Flint. Like one thing that I would repeal is the emergency managers law. I would go down and ask to repeal that law. Nowhere have you seen the governor or anyone else or anybody down there right now pushing, even though we have the COVID, but I think that we should be still able to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So PA 436, I would work on that, which is the emergency managers law. I would say, hey, we need to repeal that. And then the law where the kids on count day in October, what happens, all the districts outside the city of Flint takes all the kids in, which is roughly 7,000 kids. And they count the kids, and 90% of the funding for the school district is given in October. So I would amend that, because after count day, over half of those kids come back to the Flint school district. And when they come back to the Flint school district, Flint schools has to take care of them. So Flint has to take money out of their general fund, which is all roughly $3.6 million that they have to take out of their general fund to cover these students. But the money stays with those other schools. So that's something that we need to change in legislation right now. Then also, we need veterans, where the state helps the veterans during transition. The government removed, President Obama in 2016 had this program called Zero 2016, where it used to be 3 phases to the veterans' well-being, which was emergency housing, transitional housing, and permanent housing. Well, President Obama wanted all veterans off the street by the end of 2016. Well, then they removed transitional housing and took them from emergency housing to permanent housing. Well, transitional housing helped them with substance abuse, mental illness, financial stability, everything. Gave them life skills, helped debrief and, reprogram to coming back into society. Well, they took that out. So the state has enough money to implement that part of it to help the veteran transition to permanent housing to where they will be more stable and have more stability when they go to permanent housing.
Right. Okay, brother. Well said. My next question is what do you think we need to do to get clean water back in Flint, Michigan, brother? What's your plan?
Send me down to Lansing. That's number one, you know. But to get clean water, we have to bring everybody back to the table. We have to bring ATSDR, bring CDC, MDHHS, EPA, all these agencies we have to bring back. We have to look and see where we are. We have to do a serious overall as far as, all right, this is where we are, because I go to meetings every Thursday. Don't nobody know where we are right now. I mean, seriously, we don't know how many service lines has been changed. They're supposed to be doing the backup resource. We don't know where that's at. How many houses the inside plumbing has been changed, because we still have places where the lead lines was changed, the inside plumbing was changed, the faucets was changed, but people still have over 15 parts per billion in their house. So it's a lot. I can't necessarily say that we start right here or we start right there. I have to be able to get in there and look at everything and say, all right, this is where we are. This is where we have to go. This is our plan. We never had a plan. We never had a plan. And one, you know, I hate that we didn't take advantage of, I think it was JP Eagle from out of California who wanted to donate pipes to the city back in 2016. They was PVC pipes. I hate that we didn't take advantage of that. Then we had these service lines. We have the service lines right now. They are not finished. And I seen them going around. Instead of using a hydrovac, they want to do traditional digging like before. And, you know, I have an issue with that. If you can look at the samples for the water, you know, for sampling the water, you know, digging to see if it's a tier 1, if you can use hydrovac for that and find out what type of material is down there, you can use the hydrovac to check to see if the service line is lead. I don't understand why the contractors for service lines can't use hydrovac to check and see if the material is lead or not. They sitting back making money while we up here dying. You know, at 5 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be doing a Zoom with my aunt, and we're going to be talking about, you know, the ramifications and the sickness of what this water caused. My whole thing has been based around getting this water fixed and getting the people and making them whole. That's my whole objective. That's what I'm about, and helping getting Flint kids the money to help move them along in life.
Okay. Okay, brother. I got one last question for you, bro. If elected to the 34th district seat, will the people see changes immediately or over a period of time?
You know what? I can't promise, because one, by the House being Republican majority or Republican led, they can hold me up. I can call investigative hearings. I can do inquiries, but it depends on if the Republicans want to go along with it. Legislation. It depends on if the Republican allow me to introduce legislation. I have worked with different parties, Republican and Democrat. You can go to my website, www.votewoodson2020.com, and you'll see all the Congress, all the senators I didn't work with, all the Congress people I didn't work with, So I believe that I can hit the ground running because Governor Whitmer is a Democrat. So a lot of things that I can do to get questions about and be more oversight on the city of Flint. You know, the money coming here, what are you doing with it? Where did the money go? Is the money being distributed to the right people? Is it being stopped? Or is it too many wraparound services that's not benefiting the city of Flint, where everybody getting administrative costs, and by the time they make it to the group of individuals that it's meant for, is nothing left? I can look at all that once I get down there. I can look at, you know, Mr. Dollars coming in here. Do we need to put something in place to where local minority women, businesses, veterans, are they getting any contracts from this? Is the local people getting any jobs from all these apartments being built? And I can answer that, no.
No, I can answer right with you.
You know,
no.
So these are some of the things that I can look into immediately. These are some of the things that I can make sure is going on in Flint immediately. But all the legislation and all that, I can't say that I can move that quickly. It depends on my working relationship with the Republican majority.
Okay, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being honest. You know what I'm saying? And what we got when is the primaries? August 4th? August 4th? Hey, the floor yours, man. Tell them what, close it out. Tell them what you want them to know.
All right, let me say this. I've been fighting for 6 years, everybody. Before that, I was fighting, you know, for the veterans, going down to DC, fighting, trying to get their benefits, trying to get my benefits. I was incarcerated for a year. Police brutality. I can show you the paperwork on that. It was upsetting, and it was 39 veterans with me. And I promised them back in 2007 that once I got out, because it was from 2006 to 2007, and I promised them once I got out, I would fight for them, because it's a travesty of what's going on. Veterans being locked up for nothing, and it was upsetting. So when I got out, I went down to DC, Washington, D.C., and I started working with Congressman Mike Rogers. So when I started working with him, we went to hearings. I went to hearings, and we got what they call a veteran court, where if the veteran gets in any type of trouble, the counselor goes over to the county jail, gets the veteran out. They have to stay clean for a whole year. They stay clean for a whole year. Their record is expunged. So we got that done. And then what was going on, when we go to war, the veteran, what we call an ETS date, what happened, if they ETS tomorrow, they would be on patrol tonight. And you probably end up having 3 or 4 combat, you know, fighting right then and there. And what happened, you ETS, they send you back over to the state. So you didn't get any debriefing. You didn't kill about 5 people the day before or the week before, and then they just drop you off in the middle of the street. It took 3 months for them to train you to be a killer, basically. They trained you to be a soldier. So what I fought for down in DC is that they take the time to turn this soldier back into a civilian. Give him a debriefing, help him to become where he's not relying on the government to give him 3 checks. I mean, a check a month, 3 meals, a cot, no bills. You become so reliable on the government that, you know, when you get out, you looking for the government to do for you again. So
yeah, they right. You be looking for the government to do everything for you. Assistance, all the rest, you know. Saying they handicap you with that, you know.
Right. So yeah. I fought for when they get ready to get out. They have to go to this training 2 weeks to get a mental health evaluation. They give you life skills training. They give you all this before you get out within those 2 weeks time. So that's something I did down in DC. Here in Flint, while I was helping a veteran that was stationed down in Camp Lejeune, 1968 to 1970, Camp Lejeune had what you call trihalomethanes, which we had here in the city of Flint in May 2nd, 2014, and they were called TTHMs. Well, while I was helping him and I found out about it, I went to the Mayor Walling, and Donnell Early, which was the emergency manager. I said, listen, but y'all have TTHM, and in Camp Lejeune from 1957 to 1985, the veterans that were stationed there have serious cancer. They have serious illnesses. This veteran that I was helping has over 60 doctors. So I was telling them, hey, listen, we have to change our water source. So we fought from July 2014 to November of 2014. I was going over to Chicago to read and force them to make Flint issue an advisory letter on June 3rd, 2015. So that's why a lot of people from Flint got an advisory letter letting them know that our water had contaminants in it. So from there, I fought all the way up until October 2015 with going down to DC, EPA, and letting everybody know that the water was tainted, and we did protests. It's a lot of different things that we have done. One thing that you can say about me, I will say something. I will stand up for the people. I have been the same for the past 6 years. You have someone in there right now that personally, I done sat down and ate dinner with her. I done spoke to her. She's a beautiful person, but this is not her line of work. This is not her job. She will not speak up for you. You barely hear her speaking up now. You need somebody that's going to go down to the state house down in Lansing, the state capitol, and speak up, speak out, and say something. I am that individual out of all the people that will say something and who has been saying something and will not conform. I am unbought and unbought, and I will not change.
All right, brother. Man, thank you for coming on, man. Flint After Dark, man. Man, we'll see what happened August 4th. Go out to the primaries and get this guy a try, man.
You know,
y'all heard what he said. I heard everything he said, so
I need,
you know what I'm saying?
Your vote, man. So, I need your vote.
I got you, Art, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I'll give you a call, Art.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate you. All right, take care.
Yes, sir. It's Flint After Dark, man. I want to touch on the violence that happened in Flint last night. Some people, it's iffy situation. Some people say it started with the mayor's office. Some people say it started at home. I say it started at home, and I say we got to have a firm leader. So that's the mayor's office. We got to have good parenting. That's home, and we got to have big homies, man, to step up. So that's my opinion. It's the big homies, the mayor's office, and home training. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And like I say, I challenge anybody, any big homies, call themselves a big homie. We can always meet on Alma and Saginaw. Alma and Saginaw, anytime y'all ready. Inform me. I'll fire the grill. We'll get some hamburgers and hot dogs. And we'll implement a plan and put it together, man. So that's what we can do, man. That's what we can do, man. It's Flint After Dark, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Peace. The hood got to say the hood.